Hi, welcome. My name's Katie. Today's video is going to be a modified sun salutation. So this is really ideal if you're new to yoga, so if you're just starting out on your asana practice. Maybe you've been going through an injury or you're just feeling a little low on energy, so you just want to tone things down a bit, modify and just take it a bit more chilled and easy, then this is going to be perfect for you. If at any point during the practice you want to rest, you can, okay? Just be mindful of how you are feeling, okay? And if anything doesn't feel right, then to stop straight away. Otherwise, we're going to go through. So we'll start by just going down and breaking down the sun salutation sequence, and then we'll start to incorporate the breath, okay? So when you're first starting out in yoga, especially, the breath work can sometimes feel a little overwhelming. Like, oh my god, I'm trying to think of where I'm putting my feet and I've got to breathe, and it just all seems too much. So we're going to break it down. We're going to start with the poses and then we'll incorporate the breath. Okay, so starting at the top of the mat, traditionally you would stand with your big toes together and a gap through your heels, but as we're modifying, we're going to start feet hip distance apart. Okay, you're going to bring your hands down by your side, fingers pointing towards the floor. Now, taking note of your tailbone. If you feel as if though your bum is sticking out, we're going to tuck it under ever so slightly to bring some more length through the front of the pelvis. So standing tall here, and then we're going to start to raise the arms up overhead, and then bending the knees, bring the arms down towards the floor as we fold forward. Now the hands don't have to reach the floor, we're just working our way there, but we want the head to be relaxed. So you're going to lower down the head, and as I say, you can put as much of a bend in the knees here as you want to. From forward fold, we're going to bring the hands to the shins, lengthen the legs as far as feels comfortable, looking for a long spine, okay, from the base all the way up to the neck, drawing the shoulders back. After this, we're going to bend the knees again as much as you need to, take the hands to the floor, and then step your feet all the way to the back of the mat and come down to the knees. Now position for the arms here, shoulders above the wrists, okay, fingers spread nice and wide. We're going to take the chest down first, keeping the tailbone high. So lowering down to the chest, and then sweeping the chest up. So the hips will start to lower and the chest will start to raise up. Now you can lay here in low cobra, or maybe come up a little bit further for high cobra. Just be mindful of how it feels in the lower back. Then tuck in the toes. We're going to press into the hands and find the knees. The tailbone is going to lift to come into downward dog. So almost a little bit of a V shape, okay? From here, the feet are going to be roughly hip distance apart, and by that I mean about 2 fists between your feet. Okay, and we can have again as much of a bend in the knees. If you are tight in the hamstrings, the bend is a good relief. And then relaxing the head, just gaze into the knees. So you do stay in downward dog for a few breaths. We're just going to hold it for one more. And then gaze between your hands. You're going to step the feet, like walk them up towards the top of the mat. Bring the hands back to the shins, lengthen that spine, shoulders back. And then folding forward, release the head, bending the knees. And draw the arms up overhead, taking them down by your side, back into standing. Okay? So we'll go through that again with a little bit less detail now, so we'll flow through a little bit quicker. So standing at the top, feet hip distance, draw the arms up overhead, bend the knees, folding forward, release the head. Bring the hands to the shins, shoulders back. Then a big bend in the knees, hands to the floor, step the feet to the back. Come to the knees, release the toes, lower the chest. Bring the chest up, lowering the hips. Tuck the toes, press into the hands, find the knees, downward facing dog. Relax the head. Gaze in between the hands, step or walk the feet back to the top. Hands come to the shins, shoulders back. Release, forward fold, head comes down. Draw the arms up overhead. Back to standing. Okay. So we'll flow through that again, and this time we're going to start linking the breath. Okay, so as I said, don't worry too much if this is all a bit too much with the breath, just practice it in your own time, okay? So, standing at the top. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, hands come to shins. Exhale, back into plank. Retain the breath, drop the knees, lower to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. So releasing the neck, gaze to the knees, and just pushing the heels of the feet towards the floor. They don't have to touch, okay? Just working towards the mat. Couple of breaths in and out through the nose. One more. Gaze between the hands, step or walk them back to the top. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. Raise the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, down. We'll do one more time. It's going really well. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, head down. Inhale, half lift, fingers, hands to the shins. Exhale, back into plank, lower. Inhale, up through the chest. Exhale, find those knees, downward facing dog. Gaze to the knees, breathe. Keep pressing down through the hands. 2 more breaths. Gaze between the hands, step or walk the feet to the top. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold, head down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale by your side. Good, now come down to the floor, come to your knees, take a rest in child's pose, okay? Relax the toes, sink the hips back to the feet. Just let the arms rest in front, forehead to the mat. And close off the eyes. And just give yourself a few moments to bring that heart rate back down, okay? Gradually making your way all the way back up into seated. Good, so that is designed to get you warm, okay? So even if you're doing a beginner's practice, that's still enough to warm your body up, okay? Now just take it easy. If you want to continue, you can hop onto another video, do some more flows. Otherwise, just leave it the sun salutations, that's fine, okay? Your practice doesn't have to be hours and hours long. Just a few rounds of sun salutes is really good, okay? So I hope that you found that helpful. If you have, please give this video a like, a thumbs up, comment below if you've got any questions or any comments and I can come back to you. Otherwise, I hope to see you joining back onto another video soon in the future. Thank you very much.